Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back everybody to Satisfactory. A small update from yesterday's stream. As you can probably very well see, we are not in the exact same position where we left off. And to better showcase that, I will pull up the map that I used to keep track of the progress I've made collecting things. So yesterday we started off around this area and we've made our way counterclockwise around the map. We went in the middle here a bit, then continued back to the easy start area apparently. And I did have bits and pieces today. I felt like the activity was too boring to keep showcasing on stream. It had its charm at the beginning, but it became quite repetitive. So today I've had bits and pieces of time here and there. I've made just a bit of progress, primarily with this area and this area. The swamp was a nightmare, almost literally. Those spiders are gonna give me a heart attack one of these days. But yeah, that's where we are, and right now we are basically back at close to our base. I think I'm somewhere over here. Yeah, that's it. No, I actually have to focus on the window too, so you can see my cursor. Anyway, we're in this area over here, and what we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna go set up aluminum production, basic aluminum production, and all of that is gonna happen, well, in the swamp. That being said, let's turn this one off. I think it lived its purpose. And well, I'll start off by quickly heading to the base. I will probably do a couple more runs. Man, there's lots of iron ore deposits around here. Impure, but some normal. Anyway, the goal right now is to empty out my inventory. Wonder what's there. Man, these guys were aggressive. And yes, I did die maybe something like a couple of times with primarily with spiders. Once they actually managed to kill me, and once I ran out of jetpack fuel over shallow space. Why is this one dead? Okay, you know what? Encased industrial beams makes perfect sense why that one's dead. now that I say it out loud. Because this one is empty. I will lose power, I'm gonna assume. Am I using the right belt? Is that a Mark IV? Yeah, that's a Mark IV. So, somewhere here I actually have to do the switch. And it needs to happen like this. Let's go ahead, I'll upgrade wherever that's being used. Is it here? Yes. I think that should be enough. I am full of computers. Oh yeah, right, plastic is coming from up there now. So, I'll do a quick discard of things I don't really want to have on me right now, but I also don't necessarily want to throw away. And since I'm here, okay, it's 103 plus 151. What's that called? Sam. I'll just put everything back later. I have plenty of Mercer spheres to do a couple of upgrades at least.
Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Grow shift the body core flow cycle song of the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful. Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains wind of symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer. Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand, seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Okay. I always think the pure recipes are great to have. So this one I'm missing steel pipe. Where am I feeding steel pipe from? I'm feeding steel pipe from over here. Well, luckily I can do this now. Which makes things extremely convenient. That's already full. Okay, so with this upgrade, I need to actually upgrade a few things here. Oh, that's just the plastic feed. And I think we are good to go. Actually, I've also spent time to sink in a few more resources. Can I finish cooling system? So I think I need cooling system first of all, and then this one. This one is a bit too heavy on resources. Let's see how much progress I can make on those two technologies. So it's cooling system development is one of them. And this actually takes everything I have. The other one, I will use drones. I will set up one more train line, however. Okay, so not enough of those. That's still struggling a bit because I have not okay, I don't have any radio control units, so I will have to set that one up a bit later. But this reminds me, I have quite a few important things here that I want to upgrade, as all of these resources will be used in just a second. I think I'll have enough fuel to head back to my chest. For now, I'll obviously transfer everything, but yeah, moving forward, that will not be as necessary as it once was. Now I need to get used in this area to use my jetpack and keep my jetpack. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how much I can actually what am I doing? Let's see how many resources I can actually get here. Plastic is not gonna quickly upload. Okay. I have power. I don't have power anywhere nearby. I just want it for this sand here. So over this plateau generally is gonna mean over any other obstacles. Maybe that's the only obstacle I'll still be facing, but well, the direction is somewhere around that area. So let's go and do this. I'll aim for here. This is gonna be my train line. In case it wasn't clear. I will run the trains in a similar pattern. So if I go like this, I am gonna be slightly off target, but not by much. Also with train tracks. With train tracks, it's I find the concrete foundation actually a bit better. And yeah, I had a thought about it, and I see no reason why I should not have my train tracks. First of all, run always in a straight line. And have no obstacles be at this elevation. We're nowhere near close to the limit. I do need to build a foundation, but I would have needed to build a foundation anyway. I will have a problem. So this is 6 to 4 with one of these doing a lot of work. I think the other one is in the constructor, and that is 3 to 1, 6 to 4, so that is 3 to 2. So it basically doubles the amount of concrete we're producing. Yes, okay. I will run out of concrete, unfortunately. So I'll spend just a bit of time upgrading my concrete production. Don't think I'll have enough time to do the railway today. Although the build might actually be fairly straightforward. Albeit I'll have to make a small push. You know what? Let's get this this slug. I'm here. So, do these things respawn? I'm mostly doing this to test it out. Really? So as far as I can recall, this river is just a bit too shallow, but plenty of room for water extractors here. Lift should not be an issue. So this is 120. And that's the problem with refineries, they are so huge. Uh, 120, I'll do the Mark IV belt. And the reason why I'm doing the Mark IV is because I might decide at some point to override this. Obviously, I do not have water. Not to override, to overclock this. I could technically overclock this right now, which would give more. Wait, what? No power on this? That's working. Okay, water is slowly starting to flow. I want to make sure that I have enough water. 100 per minute. That thing should be providing 120. I do need to get back there. It is going to take quite a few belts to take the resources down. But this will be just for mass production. And at some point I'll have to make a turn on the rail track. Otherwise this will go like here. Maybe that's not that bad. I will use the train to transport mass production resources. We'll get access to drones in just a couple of milestones for lower throughput items and things like fuel distribution to remote places. I'm still thinking where I want to build, how I want to build. I had a quick peek at the resource layout. And we'll see. I will keep my train tracks straight, as trains actually lose quite a bit of speed in corners when cornering. I just might make junctions every here and there. And okay, so that's our bauxite deposits. We do have power right here, which is really great. Lots of spiders down there. Very good area to avoid. Okay, to help with planning. Really? That's annoying. I wonder if I can zipline my way back up. No, the wires are too vertical. since I've done that, there's no point. What I wanted to do is get a radio tower. I was hoping to do everything from all the way up there. So this gives me a pretty good idea of what I'm dealing with. That was the bauxite deposit. There's another one over here, normal, impure. I think that there's a pure one here, or at least a pure one. Yeah, pure. So quite a few resources. Now, those do not show up just yet, but there are oil nodes here, which I will need. That's a pure iron ore. 2 pure iron ores. There's copper over here, and that's actually pure copper. There's also limestone. Okay, I will quickly double check my recipe. But basically, one of the main initial requirements is going to be to actually get oil to get petroleum coke. After that, we'll do the aluminum scrapping, pure aluminum ingots from sloppy alumina, and then casting. And I think I will put the casted resources on the train and potentially take them back to the main base. Although we could build something here to scale. I don't have any sulfur nearby. There is a bit of coal in a few places. That's impure, that's normal, that's impure. So no great sources of coal here, but plenty of them. Lots of copper, lots of iron ore, lots of very good iron ore in this area. Even quartz if I so choose to. Very good Caterium deposits. Maybe do a production chain here, I don't know. Or maybe just ship back to the main base. Okay, so I will end up connecting them. Yeah, they do not grapple, unfortunately. Okay, so this is gonna be the train track. I will do a train station maybe over here. Two wagons, I think it's good enough. So I'll do a T-junction. Yeah. Which means that the actual factory build will be a bit over on that side. But for now, I need a way to get back up there. Okay, with my driving skills, using the ladder is definitely the preferred way. Man, it's a long way up. Did I pass? Okay, I do think I should be able to float now. That's at least some of it. And the easiest way to do this is no, actually I'll make those the inner tracks, and well, I have to start somewhere, so let's start here. I won't do the full railway. I'll just build the I'll just build a junction here. To kind of get an idea on... I don't want to redo this pathway, basically. This is why I'm building the junction first. So let me try to figure this one out. So this is gonna be the intake. And there will be no. The alignment needs to be slightly different. Man, that looked weird. Will this work? This would look... This is how a junction would look like. And then there will need to be a rail that connects from there to there, and one from like that over there. I am slightly making this up as I go. I've never actually played this much with trains in Satisfactory. I always found them a bit clunky. But what I'm thinking right now is this is gonna be the train station. Actually, so I can either do the train station like this and then do a 180 and loop back in there. That one doesn't connect. I'll have to redo that segment. Or does it connect? I don't think it connects. This one definitely connects. So I can either do the train station going like that and then doing a loop and exiting, or I could do the loop here and turn like that. Let's try this one. Surface to uneven, sure. Really? It expands over there as well? Okay, we can do train stations now. So this is the in. I have no idea, but let's keep them on this side for now. And now we do a 90-degree rail turn. And another 90-degree rail turn. I have no idea what connects here and what doesn't connect, but I will test it out in just a second. Okay, I think that this is over here like that, and this goes one more. That connects. That I didn't do well, so let's do that. If I'm not mistaken, this was meant to be like this. And like this, and now I can connect this one here. And actually get a junction. Oh no. I've actually done that. Should hopefully be able to correct it. I just had an aha moment. I realized I can put blueprints on the hotbar. Why it took me this long? Realize? Well, I'm not gonna comment on that. It did take me this long to realize, nonetheless. Okay, that's a junction. So this one needs to turn. This is all one big straight block of rail. Yes. Nope. That needs to be on this side. So that goes in, which means that this goes like this, and this goes like this. Okay, I need a purple. Really? Okay, let's try this out. Obviously, trains work much better without with power. Would have thought. Okay, POC done. And I think I like it. If I need to, I can later add more train stations. I can expand this. Yeah, generally speaking, I am happy with this. Okay. So here's how we're gonna do the next step. This is gonna be in feed. What now? Okay. Right, because it's aligned like that. Makes sense. that's not gonna connect, so okay, first of all, let's sort out the power problem. I want to be able to know that I can always easily go up and down. And this should be just that, a vertical ramp, easy access to go back to the main platform. So as I was saying, this is the train station. We might have more than one. Now the main idea here is that look up where these things start and end. And obviously that doesn't align. I have to figure out a way to make this align. What? So alignment means I think one here and one here. And then we can do something. That will never connect. Will that one connect? Probably not. So maybe I do it on the other wall for this one. This can connect like this, and that like that. I think that's a good way to go. And we go one side of the wall and other side of the wall until we reach the base of the factory. I don't know if I'm gonna output anything fluid, but the pump should make very easy work of everything. And I'm thinking to have this as the base floor. Okay, the balloons pop. I just wanted to double check that. Although the height should be plenty, you never know. Okay, so deep water. Let's check. Let's check if we can build water extractors anywhere. Okay, we have plenty of water sources over there, so that shouldn't be a problem. What I want to avoid is building under... Does it matter if I build under the railroad? No, but I'll have a 3-wide alleyway here. Yeah, my world is still spinning from this realization that I can actually bind blueprints. Okay, so This is primarily gonna be refineries. Right. I need some power source. Okay, first step is this one. Processing bauxite and water into alumina solution. What's the speed? This was actually going extremely fast, 200 per minute, so I don't even know how many of these I want to get. I did see the bauxite deposits. They are somewhere over there. This is the part where I regret being lazy. Okay, I'm right on top of them. So this is the part where I regret being lazy because plastic is not keeping up. And that's a problem. Okay, so this is gonna be my central power line. I'm trying to keep it central to... Really? Why did I lose connection there? Do I need to have them more frequently? I think I need to have more frequent power nodes so I do not lose connection. Okay, is that powered? Okay, the problem was with the fact that they were unpowered, not the frequency. Technically, I should be able to make it. The next one, I figure out where to place this to be centered. It is really good that, well, first of all, physics play very little role in this game. Say what now? Did I mess things up? Yes, I have messed things up. I do want to get this design at least partially right. So let's redo this. At least I already have the marker set. I have to say, having the gyrocopter thingy. Oh, come on. Having the gyrocopter thingy definitely makes building substantially easier. Especially this type of pattern I decided to go for. That should be all the tiles I need. Okay, where are the bauxite deposits. They're over here, all three of them. Yes, 1, 2, 3. So I will have like a main bus going that way. Is this a good place to load? Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't have those pieces anywhere on the quick bar. A belt going in the right direction but coming from the wrong angle. Needs to be this side. Really? I said lock. So weird. Even when it's locked, it's still... does this go low enough? I don't think this goes low enough. This goes low enough. Do I need to kill anything around here? I probably do. At least the gas. And let's clear out area a bit. Okay, this one goes down to here. Let's say we go down to this level. I do need to do the miners now. All of a sudden that portable miner recipe looks quite tempting. Will that guy leave me alone? Pretty sure that this time we will kill that guy for good. Okay, let's not go crazy. That's one. That's two. And where's the third one? Over there somewhere. Nope, that's the limestone. Well, since I'm here, let's get a slug. Really? Fighting in areas with power makes this quite entertaining. Some clipping, but that is perfectly fine. Let's get the merger in. So one merger there, one. Maybe like here. Let's see how that goes. Uh, 240 plus 120, that's 360. $420 total. Is there a way to... I think it would be a very nice functionality to be able to just drag, don't let it go into red, just drag until it's yellow and keep it there. Output lane, input lane would be here. Input lane would be here. If I needed to. I'll line it like this. Okay, that actually locks into place. So that is box it over to this build. All I need now is water, which is very close by, but let's find a nice scenery. I think that this looks rather okay. I will take a short break. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. I'll be right back. For now, I'll just get one of each working, and then I'll look at the actual scale of things. I'm trying to think what how to organize this. Okay, first of all, let's redo the connection here. Center plate, 2 from the edge, and another 2. Okay, I think that looks nice. Let's look at water connection. Where are my water shortcuts? Is this spot too random? I hope not. Okay, so water will come down through there. Let's make this slightly longer. And then I'll choose maybe this one. Okay, how do I do this? Maybe I do that as a guide, and this should... Okay, I'll take that. Let's do the... Let's do the water pump first. Okay, so let's put a few pumps. I don't know how well this will connect, but there should be a marker on the original pump to the... I don't think that's less than 50 meters. Okay, I want 600. Which is 5 of these at regular speed. Why not? Let's try something new. Where's my power pole? There it is. It actually kept the... Yeah. We've reached... That's so weird. It stops there. This water segment definitely has the required head lift. That's wrong. Potentially a bit of overkill. Oh, actually, it's a 40-meter head lift already. 13-meter head lift. But this means that everything here should be connected now. Wrong shape here. I'm still in noodle mode. This should start working in just a second. Have almost full flow rate. And there we have it. Alumina solution is being outputted. I believe next it's still a refinery that we need. Because we're converting alumina solution into with either coal or coke. So this has water byproduct. This eats 240 alumina solution per minute. Doesn't really matter. Right now, we might have to do coal because we do not have coke. Do I have? Why would I have any coal on me? I need to make some alumina solution. We might have to mine a few stacks of coal. So,
Milestone
damn
reached.
it.
Several
I
parts
was
more
meant
efficient and
to...
powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Okay, I cannot start on this one just yet because I totally forgot to launch that rocket, but I need some radio control units. 50 of them. I should be able to have everything I need in order to manufacture. This is done in the manufacturer. It needs aluminum casing at a decent rate, computers at a not so decent rate, but computers we can hand deliver. These ones we can fly as well. We don't need a train for this. I will probably deliver this actually at the main base and have everything there. I need 50 of these to oh my gosh, that's 13 minutes. That's not great. Okay, so I'm figuring out what I need here. I will need to build resource well extractor and at least one extractor and a few pressurizers. I actually need to check how much that costs because I have no clue. So the pressurizer, I have everything but the radio control units, and I need some alaclad aluminum sheets. And the other one is the extractor. For now, even just one would do. Resource well extractor. A few more radio control unit. Oh no, this is the pressurizer. Where's the extractor? Oh, it's on the same page. That's just a couple of aluminum castings, so I can make plenty of those. I need some 10 radio control units. That's the main one, plus 50 here. That's 60. And maybe like a few of these. Where are my coal mines? The coal mines are... I have a couple of really bad ones over there. And a lot more bad ones over there, so I need to go to that one. And I also need to drag power there. Do I have any sort of power? I do not have power, so... Oh, that's still at ground level? I wouldn't have thought so. I place it up there. Okay, it's at the top there. I think I should be able to make it. Go. And these guys camouflage so well. Slug here. Let's get this started. Come on, where's the... We have the blender. We can actually build one if we really need to. I've just realized yet another thing. You don't actually have to keep the button pressed when mining. Not holding any keys now, and it is just working. This should be enough to solve the recipe, at least. I can definitely not make it all the way there. Or can I? Did I lose height? I did trade off for a bit of height, but not that much height. Anyway. Is that too much? Yes, that was too much. Okay, so this is gonna do this recipe. I should have plenty of space, I don't need to worry about that. Let's worry about getting all the fluids where they belong. What? That's weird. I will definitely not have enough head lift. This is gonna be coal. Or coke actually. We'll see where that's being produced. Is definitely gonna have its own supply line. But anyway, we have the aluminum scrap. The important thing to remember here is that we also have water. I need to look at the manual again. There is a build to prioritize water coming from this pipe. So basically, as long as this I've never actually tried this. I'm relying on this to work, which is quite dangerous. I will get a plan B or something if this fails, but I would much rather this not fail. So this is water, quite obviously. If this is coming from the top, this is coming from the bottom, I actually don't know how it's gonna behave. This water, that is water. Really? Ugly, but technically this is the build. So the top pipe comes to the bottom pipe goes to the top. We get pumps here to make sure that the water has the same. No, this is not good. I think that the main idea is that the head lift on this one is higher. Let's test it out. Right now, I'm pretty much out of aluminum, out of coal. We have one more floor over here. Oh, actually, we have two more floors. There is smelter. Or maybe we can do this in one floor. Let's see. Output is on this side. Nothing fancy. 60 per minute to aluminum ingots, 30 per minute, and then this does aluminum casting. Actually, I want to have a quick look at my MAM. Do I have any alt recipes? What's the difference here? So it's a 3-2 versus, so 66% ratio versus 75% ratio. So it's a slight improvement, but I complicate the recipe quite a bit. And that's the only alt. So I don't think I like that one. This has no alts. Although technically copper ingots would make the recipes kind of identical. 90 per minute. So the ratio here is not, it's 3-1 of these. Let's check if I can scan. I don't have anything to scan, which is good, I guess. Now, I don't think that this will actually match with the top floor, but we'll make it work. Now, that's really annoying. Have to redo those blueprints now, but it is what it is. I need to sort out power once more. Let's check it out. What's the ratio here? This is sub 60. Okay, so I think I'm gonna output this one. Come on, really? Can't be that hard. I take that back. Apparently it can be that hard. So we know that that is off. I think this is the correct placement. Let's see if I can get a proper straight pipe. Well, still looks better. And the one thing I've kind of missed when doing this is the fact that I also need the storage, and I need the storage to be here. A bit overeager with the okay, I can go up 2 walls. And should still be able to get this storage depot properly aligned. That is great. We have the first build. I just need to replicate plus the top floor will look slightly different. Let's see if that pipe fills with water, but for now I'll do the same blueprint. Oh, that's actually correct. Yes, the pipes are in line. That goes over there. This one goes over there. At least I caught it fast this time. That would have been really annoying. So I want the right to left, which is good. In the correct orientation. So when it wasn't snapping, okay, that's better now. How did I do this? Okay, so first of all, there's all there. We move this very close. Let me try to do something different, because I really don't like how those pipes look over there. So first thing is actually figuring out where this that thing connects. Okay, second, we build that one. Let's remove the pipes. Third, I think I can use this. Okay, that connects. And I can use that. This should connect, this should connect. Yeah, bad idea. Let's go back to the original design. If it works, that is. I still have a couple of doubts there, but you never know. Okay, I think this actually connected, yes. Let's do the connections. Wrong way. Did I do that differently? Yes, I did. It was over here. So now I should get that notification when it's straight. And resources here, water should flow eventually. And eventually is gonna be good enough. Okay, I need to get the water out. I need to get some coal in here. And let's get the water out first. And start moving the resources upstream. It's actually impressive how often the direction is wrong. Really impressive. I might come to rethink this this floor, but for now this will do. Yes, power. Power is important to have. Okay, normally I should have had a space in between, but actually, let's leave the power off there. Last one, it's right to left. One of those things. Oh, actually, never mind. I do need the other smelting line. I just, for some reason, I just realized. Not for what I was initially planning on using it, but I definitely do need it. This one will be providing copper ore. Which I do need to set up, by the way. What? That can be. I have misaligned this one. This is gonna be output. A bit overlapping, but we should be fine. 30 per minute is not a lot, but we'll have to do. Okay, what I need to do now is get copper in. Okay. Given how that line is taken, let's do... I actually have no clue if that will connect. If it doesn't, I'll figure something else out, I guess. The output comes slightly off center, which is good. Copper ore pure is literally right in front of the base, which is very nice. That way? That way. Oh, there it is. Oh no, it is over here. Let's make sure to align them first. And this is meant to go... Okay, which one did I get wrong? This one. Question mark? Oh, this one. Double question mark. That kind of makes me think that will not connect. In which case I'll have to align things differently. That's the splitter that is on this belt. Okay, that is passing. How did I do it on the other side? It's a wall through the middle. Yeah, that won't work nicely. Let's make the power junction look at least somewhat nice. Come on, really? I was still in zoom mode. This might actually be just a bit too close. Just a bit too close. I'm pretty sure of it. Whatever works at this point. 240 ore per minute should be plenty. It takes a bit of time for that to ramp up, but actually while that ramps up, let's see if I can make it all the way to the mine. Somehow, oh, maybe no. No, I can make it. I can make it. And back. I don't know, I kind of like how this looks. For some reason heading back seems to work just a bit better. Why no copper ingots yet? Silly question. So I'll work out the ratios a bit later. Right now the main goal was to get the resources going. Pretty sure the last one is a manufacturer that I'm after, where I'm gonna build the RCUs. Let's also boost them. I think I still have power to do that. That doesn't feel right. It either didn't take the multiplier. Yeah, it didn't take the multiplier. This is the consumption I would expect. I'm consuming 2 computers for 4 of these. Yeah, that should be plenty. This is the next milestone. Really? Get that back. What's this? When did I collect limestone? Okay, so I need a few casings which are being made. That does actually work, to my surprise. This is still a 1-to-1. Yep, that's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's working. This is working. Let's while that's building up, this is gonna look so ugly. Oh, but it's gonna look ugly for just one floor, which I can live with. So one of the reasons why I chose to do the expedition was because I actually wanted to get the pure, all 3 recipes. I'm only using 2 of them now, but there's 3 in total. And the reason why really, is that the one? Yep, that's the one. But the reason why I wanted to use those recipes is because the build looks slightly better. But that being said, there's literally no reason why this build would look any... No, actually, I take that back. It gets a bit more complicated when we have silica in the mix. That was the other reason why I wanted to those recipes. It gets silica out of the mix. Silica just adds another floor here and a bit more balancing, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. To be fully honest. Few more of those. Just one would have been enough. Not gonna complete that one. I could technically complete this one as well. Drone port would be quite nice. No nuclear power just yet. Turbo motor is a slightly more complex build. Milestone that we're still going for is this one, and I need to go bring more coal, unfortunately. I think that this is gonna be the final coal run. There is a trick that can be done. Now I just hope I can actually actually do it. This should technically give me a lot more speed. That's gonna be carried over throughout the jump. I wonder if the I can use the same strategy with the jumpers to boost myself extremely long distances. Let's have a bit of fun. We are getting close to the end of today's stream. Let's aim towards the base. We are getting close to the end of today's stream, so having a bit of fun should be nice. Now, I'm not sure if this is better. No, because I'm not doing the slide. I actually might end up unable to get there. Yeah, this was definitely worse. This is the main one I want to fuel. It seems to be somewhat reliable, at least. The pipes are... This pipe is empty. This one is not empty. And I don't like the flow rate here. Let's assume it works until I see it backed up. How about that? What? I'll do a container here. Did I get this right? Close enough. Oh, good thing for the double rate here. I need, what's that, 85 more? Yeah, 85 more plus another 8 of these. Or, yeah, that's actually on the dot. I might not need to do another trip. I definitely don't need to do another trip. Nice, we have a few backup sheets. But this is enough for the milestone.
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
I need... What do I need? That's 4. I need 10 in total, so I need 2 more of these. Do I still have coal? Oh, it's still working. This belt is still full. Oh, it's 82% because it had periods of shutdown. That's why. Just two more. I'll bin those for now as I'm using them quite heavily. So this is enough to build the pressurizer. This is... well, I should have enough for at least one of those. And that means I will be extracting oil. Scanning crude oil now. Will this work? Well, it does. Over here. It's only impure 6 of them. Impure, normal, pure. This is actually way better. Do I want to build a platform all the way there? Yeah, but oh no, never mind, that's nitrogen gas. This is crude oil. I thought this only showed up when I scanned. Okay, so it's impure crude oil. I have 12 of those, so I can pressurize. I'm still producing, so I'm just gonna create a couple of more. Should be somewhere around, I think that platform over there. So for petroleum coke, I just need heavy oil residue. And heavy oil residue, I have quite a few recipes, but the main one is this one. Whereas a byproduct, I'm creating polymer resin, so I can probably use that to sink some plastic, maybe. But yeah, this is the recipe that we're after. I think it makes perfect sense to transport this to the base, convert it into coke, and well, just get on with it. That looks like it would take me right there where it would need to take me. I really wish this thing would have slightly longer battery life, to be honest. Come on. Okay, I am heading in the right direction. I should have checked that before I started. Also think that something like night vision goggles would be really awesome. The night is really not fun. And after all, this is a, like, yes, nice scenery and whatnot, but first and foremost, factory building game. Almost there. Is this it? Yep, this is it. I'm actually a bit worried. No, actually, it should be good. Nope, that's a big one, so it's not dead. Definitely not dead yet. I'm out of range. Okay, now it's dead. Surely there's more than this. Maybe not. I did hear one more, at least. So we're meant to build a pressurizer here. Presumably the pressurizer grows in power. Yikes. Plastic is dead. I need to do a sink on plastic and rubber. Because plastic... Because plastic is dead, my power... And I don't think I ever placed back the summer slope. this is substantially higher, but right now we have enough summer sloops to not have to worry about. Okay, the pipe is gonna go up that way. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Oh wow, that's a huge power drain. That's annoying. Okay, I have 2 more left. This one reach? Yes, it can. Everything is connected. $500 megawatts for 450 per minute. Uh, 180 should be way more than I need now. I think it's that way. Say what now? Let's make sure we pump all of this liquid. What's the head lift on this? The head lift is too much currently. better. Acceptable. And almost no head lift there. I need to check where I can come in with the pipe. Make sure I don't go over an already taken line. Okay, so it can be over here, I guess. Okay, this looks... I think that's a straight line. For a second there, I thought I ran out of resources. At this point, I don't think I should be running out of building resources. Unless it's one of the very high tier ones. But even so, even then... I have a decent production. I really wish there would be a straight mode for pipes as well. Similar to what similar to what's there for belts. Well, there isn't. There isn't, so well, here we are. I really want to try to get this this build finalized. Not finalized, but in a functional state. Let's phrase it that way. I'll build the ratios in the next stream. Okay, this produces way more polymer resin, way less heavy oil. So that's the recipe I'm looking for. It needs crude oil. Pretty sure the refinery left right is the one that I need for petroleum coke. One input, one output, nothing too fancy there. I don't know why I haven't left a space in the middle. Anyway. Last but not least, I think it's a final refinery. I want another left-right. Where I am just getting rid of the plastic. For now, actually, I'll just sink it. No need to do anything too fancy. Just make this stuff functional. And let's see, let's start connecting some pipes. This is actually going to be the last part of the build. So I'm getting oil, I'm getting 2 byproducts out. So I need that. I am trying to focus to get this done because it is really. Oh no, there it is. It is getting fairly late. This took a bit more than I was originally anticipating. Okay, this will start. I don't have to babysit it. This is the pass-through, this is the input. That's just one-to-one, nothing fancy happening. Let's try to put both of them. Hopefully I don't run out of power. Flight. And again, right now I'm just getting rid of that thing for the sake of getting rid of it. Fuel residue. Why is this not working? Is this... Oh. Let's input, this is output. Yes, this is output. What's the actual throughput here? 120 per minute. Oh, I've already upgraded this to Mark IV. That was smart of me. For a change. I was just thinking if I'm gonna get conflicts at the bottom. I shouldn't. How did I do this one? It is inline and I think it's over there. Did I not build coal intake for this one? No problem, I guess. Yeah, this works out. This works out well. Oh, there's my output here, and let's take this line. Seems like a good line. That is one feed. Need a splitter. Finally, change recipe to this one. Change recipe to this one. So this is less water, I believe. I just want to quickly compare this. This takes in, this outputs 120 water per 240 alumina. 2-to-1 ratio. This is a bit more water. Well, we'll see if the system backs up. Previously it was equal parts. I don't know if that made a difference. This should be the higher flow. I think I do see higher numbers most of the time. But there we have it. We have the most basic aluminum processing done. We're getting plenty of aluminum sheets, plenty of aluminum casting. I will be balancing out those ratios in the next episode and doing the train most likely. Logistics
Milestone
Mark 5
reached.
done.
Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
So yeah, we'll look at some nice ratios based on how many resources we currently have. I don't think I'll be bringing in new resources. I might be tweaking the power shards just slightly, if necessary, that is. But yeah, that's that is the Alumina build. Very basic, nothing too fancy, basic belt routing under the floors, vertical builds, dedicated builds so that we can scale as much as we need to. That part over there is a bit messy. I will consider swapping this to the other type of casting in the final build, but that's it for now. Thanks for keeping me company. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, suggestions. More than happy to take in some feedback on how you would improve this. But well, that being said, I will end the stream now. Once again, thank you all very much for watching and hope to see you here for the next one. Bye.